Once you get the hang of it, extracting lobster meat isn't that difficult, but it is messy. With the right tools though, it's a little like playing Operation without the scary buzzer. You'll need some clean kitchen towels, a lobster cracking tool, a pair of kitchen shears or seafood scissors if you have them, a spoon, and some skewers. Transfer the cooled lobster to a cutting board. You might want to have some towels handy to protect your hands. We'll start with the tail. This is where the biggest, firmest muscle resides. If you're looking for solid chunks of lobster meat, this is the best place to get it. Hold the tail with one hand and grab the body with the other. Twist them to separate. Lay the tail on its side and use both hands to press down on the tail until the shell cracks. Hold the flippers facing you and the shell facing down and put your thumbs on opposite sides of the shell. Pull back on both sides to crack open the shell. Use a paring knife to devein the tail, just like you would with a shrimp. Rinse the meat under running water to remove any remaining vein and the tamale. That's the green digestive gland near the tail. It functions as a combination liver and pancreas for the lobster, and it's usually fine to eat, although not everyone is a fan of the flavor. It can be dangerous to eat the tamale if the lobster was exposed to red tide. This is a population explosion of particular types of poison-producing plankton. While the lobster meat is safe to eat, the toxin that causes shellfish poisoning may accumulate in the tamale. It's a good idea to forgo the tamale when there's a shellfish ban in place. Pat the meat dry with paper towels to remove excess water and to make the meat safer to cut. Now, move on to the knuckles. You're unlikely to find any large chunks of meat here, and what you do find will need to be picked with a cocktail fork or skewer. Use the meat in soups or fillings where the texture is less noticeable. Twist the arms of the lobster to remove them from the body. Twist and pull the knuckles from the claw. Break the knuckles into two pieces using a lobster cracking tool or your hands. Remove the knuckle meat with the handle of a spoon or a skewer. Be careful here because this part of the shell can be especially sharp. If you play your cards right, you can extract the solid muscle from the big claw in one piece. This makes a nice garnish for your lobster bisque or another recipe where you want bigger chunks of lobster. Don't worry if you can't get it all out in one piece though. It can be a little tricky. For the claws, wiggle the hinged smaller portion of each claw to separate the larger part of the claw from the thumb. If you're working with soft-shell lobster, you should be able to tear the shell or use seafood scissors to remove the meat. Hard-shell lobster needs more work. Break open the larger piece of claw using a lobster cracking tool. Our favorite seafood scissors will also cut through hard shells. But don't crack too hard. You don't want the shell to shatter and smash the meat. You just want a clean break so you can extract the meat. To get the meat out of the thumb, you can wiggle it with your fingers or use a skewer. The legs require a little more finesse. The thin tubes of meat you can extract from the legs won't make substantial chunks, but they've got great flavor. Twist the legs to remove them from the body. Lay the legs flat on the counter. Starting with the claw end, use a rolling pin to push out the meat, but stop shy of the knuckle so you don't crush the meat, or you could wind up with pieces of shell in the meat. Now you can cook lobster up to 24 hours before you're ready to use it. Boil the lobsters and let them cool, then remove the meat from the shells and refrigerate it in an airtight container for up to 24 hours.
Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.